Why your recorded voice sounds so weird? It's your skull's fault. Welcome to FactSpark. All right, let's get real for a second. Have you ever hit record, played it back, and immediately thought, ugh, is that really what I sound like? It's giving major cringe, right? That strange, almost alien voice staring back from your speakers is a universally relatable experience. You're definitely not alone. Millions feel it. But why? Why does your own voice sound so weird on recordings? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because the answer involves your skull, some mind-blowing physics, and a wild journey back in time. To truly spill the tea on this vocal mystery, we need to talk about two amazing ways your body hears sound: air conduction and bone conduction. When you're just chilling, listening to your favorite bop, or someone else is talking, sound waves are doing their thing, traveling through the air. They hit your eardrum, make it vibrate, and those vibes get passed through tiny bones in your middle ear, the malleus, incus, and stapes, eventually reaching your inner ear where your brain says, aha, sound. This is air conduction. It's how you hear most of the world around you. But here's where it gets wild. When you speak, something extra happens. While some of your voice travels through the air, that's the version everyone else hears, no cap. A significant portion of the sound is transmitted directly through the bones of your skull to your inner ear. This, my friends, is bone conduction. Seriously, think of your skull as your own personal built-in subwoofer. This internal bone conduction pathway is low-key, amplifying those lower frequency vibrations. So, to you, your voice sounds deeper, fuller, and maybe even more resonant than it actually is when heard externally. It's like your brain is getting a special bass-boosted version, pure main character energy. Now, when you record your voice, the microphone is primarily capturing the air-conducted sound, the version that travels through the air and is heard by others. Without that internal bass boost from your skull, your recorded voice sounds higher pitched than you're used to. It's the same voice, but the absence of your skull's subwoofer effect creates that noticeable, often unsettling discrepancy. It's giving, who is that? Vibes. This recorded voice cringe isn't some new TikTok trend, folks. It dates back to the very dawn of sound recording. Imagine a world where the only way to hear music or a voice was live. That was reality until the mid-19th century. In 1857, a French inventor named Edouard Léon Scott de Martinville patented the phonograph. This ingenious device could record sound waves as wavy lines on paper, but here's the kicker: it couldn't play them back. It was like seeing a photograph of sound, but never hearing it. Talk about a tease. The real game changer arrived in 1877 with Thomas Edison's invention of the phonograph. This mechanical marvel was the first capable of both recording and reproducing sound. Edison's initial recording famously captured him reciting, "Mary had a little lamb." Bet you didn't know that. The public reaction? A mix of profound astonishment and a healthy dose of skepticism. Some scientists initially dismissed the idea as ridiculous, but most were absolutely astounded by the ability to capture and replay voices, seeing immense potential. Imagine hearing a voice detached from a body for the first time. It must have been as bewildering and astonishing as if someone teleported to you today. While specific anecdotes of people hearing their own voice for the first time are scarce, historical parallels suggest the experience was likely similar to ours today. Just like a teenager might cringe at their recorded voice now, early phonograph users probably felt that same sense of unfamiliarity or even doubted the recording's faithfulness. This wasn't just a fleeting modern quirk, it's a consistent human response across centuries. The phonograph didn't just record voices, it fundamentally transformed music and performance. Before, a false note in a live show might be overlooked, but on a recording, unacceptable. This new demand for clean takes created unique stress for artists and rewarded a different kind of musical talent. It even led to new behaviors like listening to music alone, a stark contrast to the previously communal nature of musical experiences. Talk about a paradigm shift. So we've covered the physics and the history, but what about the psychology of the cringe? Why does it feel so personal? First, it's simply the element of surprise. You're so accustomed to that internal bass-boosted version of your voice that when you hear the air-conducted version, it's a jarring shock. Your brain struggles to reconcile the familiar internal sound with the unfamiliar external one, leading to discomfort. It's a total vibe check gone wrong. Second, hearing your own voice played back often triggers intense self-scrutiny. We tend to analyze our voice objectively, becoming hyper-aware of nuances and perceived flaws we usually overlook. Your voice is a huge part of your identity, and when it sounds wrong, it can challenge your self-concept, evoking embarrassment as if the recording is giving away parts of your personality you prefer to keep private. And here's another layer: societal perceptions. Research shows that a lower voice pitch is often perceived as more attractive and, in men, can convey a sense of being more formidable or prestigious. Since bone conduction naturally makes your voice sound deeper to you, the recorded higher-pitched version might subconsciously deviate from this internally perceived and socially valued ideal, intensifying that self-criticism. It's like your brain is saying, wait, that's not my glow-up voice. But here's the liberating truth. The next time you hear that familiar cringe, remember your voice isn't bad. It's just different. It's the sound everyone else hears, and it's perfectly normal to find it surprising because your skull bones have been playing a unique trick all along. The voice on the recording is your voice, just perceived through a different pathway, without that internal bass boost. The good news? This initial discomfort is often temporary. The more you listen to your recorded voice, the more familiar it becomes. Your brain gradually recalibrates, and that jarring surprise diminishes. Public speakers, podcasters, YouTubers, we all go through it. It's simply a matter of getting used to the external version of your own voice. Ultimately, your voice is an incredibly powerful tool for communication and a fundamental aspect of your identity. Understanding how you perceive it, both internally and externally, offers a fascinating glimpse into the intricate workings of human biology and psychology. So embrace the air-conducted you, the voice as heard by the world. It's a unique and integral part of who you are. What's your experience with your recorded voice? Did this video help you understand the cringe a little better? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into science, history, and a little bit of self-discovery, hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating facts, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.